Welcome everyone to or back to another episode of the Wrasslin Room. My name is Laf, and we talk about some wrestling today. Um, First things first, beautiful co-host. State your name, state your business, sign. What we looking at? I keep forgetting, like it's inverted on my screen, so I know what it says, and I tried to read it like I'm stupid or something. I know exactly what it says.
That's me.
I don't know. I don't know. I tried.
And actually, for once, you guys can actually see my meet and greets on the wall. That isn't that beautiful?
You got a spotlight on there?
Yes.
That's
They're
what it looks
hearts.
like. It's
Actually, if
a
you look
big
at them,
spotlight.
they're hearts. Oh,
Huh.
see? They're hearts.
I can't I can't tell, but I'll take your word for it. Oh wait, I kind of see it on the left now. Yeah, I kind of see. I kind of see it on the left now.
So, before we get started, um, guys, we probably in like maybe like the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have some new stuff to promote for you guys, to show you guys for fansidea.com. Our lovely friends over there have they're running a promo on hoodies and hockey jerseys. Y'all know I love me a good hockey jersey. The one that I wore to the Breezy Bowl this year did come from fansidea.com. You guys know the promo code Wrasslin RM, 10% off at checkout. So yeah, also at the end of not last week's episode, but the week before that, we told you guys we were gonna do a wrestling tier list, and I posted it. So it's up today. It'll be, if you're on YouTube, it is the episode before this one. If you are just an audio listener on all the podcast platforms, please, please, please go over to the Wrestling Room YouTube channel, and you'll know what video it is because of the thumbnail. um, that video was very fun. People were placed where they needed to be placed. Yeah, let's start the show. Um, I sent you something earlier. Take a look at the photo that I sent you earlier.
I don't remember. I may have. I don't remember what was it.
So, Topps Trading Cards have started to release their Survivor Series cards because
Oh,
guys, Survivor Series is next week. And there was a particular card that that popped up, and it was Team Punk from what I saw. Um and it had CM Punk, the Usos, and LA Knight. We know now that the team is CM Punk, the Usos, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes. So, how did we get from LA Knight, because these cards were pre made, to Cody and Roman being on the team?
because what I've been telling y'all for the past few weeks is that they're punishing LA Knight. So those cards were probably made before the whole Jay Uso sign thing, and they're like, "All right, well, we already made the cards." So, and I think they made some moves and took LA Knight off the card.
Okay, but see, here's the thing though, because there was also a Topps card that came out, and it was supposed to be Jimmy and Naomi, but it was a very, very old render of Jay, and then they ended up switching it to a new render of Jimmy. So, do you think that maybe by next week they'll change the card and take LA Knight off of it, even though it's already floating around on the internet?
It most likely, if they care enough.
They cared enough to fix that
That's
other
a
one, so.
yeah, but all things LA Knight right now in my head are on pause. And I have yet to find any reason why I'm incorrect in that because everything LA Knight has been paused except him beating Cardona last week, which was that was a slam dunk decision anyway, you know. But either way, I would assume that Triple H wouldn't be that egregious with a decision like that. But everything LA Knight as far as promotional goes, I feel is on pause because of multiple different reasons, and this card thing is very minimal, but it's still something that I think it shows to what's happening right now with him.
So while it is minimal, it does tell us that he was supposed to be in the War Games match.
Yeah, we know he was feuding with the division for 6 or 7 months. That's why it's been so weird with him not being in the War Games match. He's been feuding with Braun and Braun for I don't know how long. He's been damn near the longest one out of everyone on the team. He's been feuding with division the longest, and he's the only one not in the team. They're punishing him for doing absolutely nothing wrong. So we can't really do nothing. It is what it is, unfortunately. But we just gotta wait and see what happens next. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm cold. Anyway, Jade Cargill is on a baddie search for every city in America. Um, Submit your photo. She think you fine. You will get a DM. You will be placed in the baddie section during her matches on SmackDown. Baddie, not daddy. Thank you. Men have found their way into it. Preferably non-straight men, which I think is also beautiful. Um, However, this one over here thinks he's gonna slip and slide. I don't know whose baddie section he think he finna sit in, but it won't be next to me and the girlies.
I think I can.
Sir, there's a reason why you're not in that photo behind my head. We cut you out because
There's
that's my
not.
girl.
There's nothing you can say to me to get me out of this ideology. So I suggest you stop now. I promise you. I believe that I can. If I put effort into it, I think I can do that. I really think I can. And all y'all out there, if y'all think y'all could be in the section, don't let nobody tell you you can't. You go out there and you try to
Well,
get in there.
she
I
literally
support you.
like asked for women, and then like niggas started deciding that they wanted to also be in
I
the
saw
section.
men. I saw mad men
Yeah, you saw
posing
Mad
in the
Men, but the,
mirror.
the the actual tweet was geared towards women, and she's been trying to get her baddies together for a while now. So you know,
I'm just
I
waiting to see
got
how Triple H ruins this
listen.
because
I'm just gonna say this now. I don't need um Twitter um a Twitter verification because she told me to my face I was fine and shit. So like it came out of her mouth. So I don't have to get a reply. I know what's up. But I would like a DM because that holiday tour, I would like to not be in my seat when she comes for her match. If she um, you know, makes it to this year's holiday tour. Well, damn, what the fuck was that?
what?
I just heard a really big boom come from your room. That was scary. Is everything okay
I
over
hit my
there?
I hit my controller on the side of my desk. I'm all good.
Um, Anything you would like to discuss in particular this week?
Uh, I told y'all what was gonna happen on SmackDown last night or last week. I gave everyone fair warning, and besides the people on this podcast, which I mean, it's two different sides, so one of us had to be wrong. As far as social media goes, people were very surprised about people like The Miz losing when I don't know how we've been watching Triple H booking for this long, and we don't know how he books these shows. It's not hard. I'm
Jay
not a
Uso didn't
genius.
have to win.
It's very obvious to me.
Jay Uso didn't have to
He
win.
didn't have to, but he was always going to. That's the problem we keep having here. It's like people are like, who should win? We all know who should win. If we're talking about should, half the people in this tournament should not be in here. I'm looking at you, Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm looking at you, Jay. I'm looking at you. Who else? Who else is in there? Damian Priest. Whole bunch of people in this tournament that don't
So you just named two people
need to
who
be in
are no
there. If we're
longer in
talking
the
about
tournament.
should,
So
if we're
you know,
Either way,
So is Miz gonna replace Sheamus? Now that Sheamus isn't medically cleared?
why would he? He got pinned. Replace it with someone who didn't get pinned. That's stupid. That's very stupid. He already got pinned. It's already over with. I don't know why people thought it was gonna work a certain way when y'all know how to. The finals is all right. I'm not 100% on this. So, but this is just what I've been. I've seen a lot of other people say it too. So I'm gonna say the same thing. It's not an original thought at all. So don't you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking credit for it, but I agree with it. I think the final's gonna be Jay versus Gunther again, and then Gunther's gonna whoop Jay's ass again. I think that's what our end game is. Do I want it to be our end game? No, I do not. But Sheamus is injured. That came out like 20 minutes ago. He's out with a shoulder injury, so that takes him off the table. Um, but the way it's looking right now, if we're talking about if we're bringing that word up again, I'm doing Melo versus Gunther, and then whoever wins there, I'm perfectly fine with, even though Carmelo Hayes. But it's looking very much like a Jay and Gunther final right now.
So can we talk about who the mystery opponents have been for Friday and Monday?
Oh yeah, that's its own problem. But
Fuck
saw some people were very happy. So hey,
are you talking about
huh?
problem?
No, go ahead. My problem is different. My problem is different.
LA Knight's opponent was Matt Cardona under the name Zack Ryder, and Solo Sikoa's opponent was Nick Nemeth under the name Dolph Ziggler. And they're selling merch for these two superstars um, on the shop site. Now, while I was happy for both men, I don't know what this freaking loser over here is talking about. Fuck's the problem?
My only thing is in my I say problem, but it's not really a problem. It's more of a concern. Um, and really, this is my concern with Monday Night Raw as a whole. A lot of people were using people like Dolph coming back, which it was cool to see. He got probably the biggest pop of the night. Um, Definitely surprised the fuck out of me. But the Raw what we saw on Monday was not good. It was a Triple H Sunday. You know, he gets the big pops from the returns. He does a few title changes, and then he does a big brawl at the end. And everyone's like, "Oh, chaos! Monday Night Raw! Wow, best Raw of the year!" Shut your ass up,
Well,
Triple H.
any show that they put at Madison Square Garden, whether it's Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, is always a fucking banger. So I don't know what kind of pipe you're
Okay,
smoking, but you have to chill the fuck out.
all right. I'll raise you this.
Becky got pinned. Fucking
No,
goddamn Logan Paul got choked out with a kendo stick. Like that was great fucking TV. What are you talking about? Dolph Ziggler? Tuh.
it's 2025. Okay, we're gonna be completely honest here. Take away the fact I want us to look at this Raw and take away just like three or four things. Take away the fact that it was John Cena's last retirement tour. Well, I mean last Raw
Notice how I
on his
didn't mention
retirement
him at
tour.
all, right?
That's cool. You don't have to like him. That was the main draw of the show.
I didn't say anything about disliking John. I said I didn't mention him and why the show was
Why?
good.
But
Why?
why didn't you?
Because I completely forgot that match happened until you just
Oh,
said it.
brother, come on. Anyway, the
Shout
main
out to the
draw
Judgment
of
Day
the
though, you
show.
know, got their asses beat. That was great.
Oh, yeah, JD McDickhead. Uh,
But Cena also asked to, spar with JD McDonough, so he got some things that he wanted within his last two Raws.
yeah, 6-man tag, a Monday Night Raw special. Great television. Um, Take away the fact that it was John Cena's last Raw. Take away the AJ Lee return.
Didn't mention her either.
Take away Every return of the night, Dolph, Roman, Brock, those were all returns.
Dolph's the only one that like mattered. We knew Roman was coming. That was predictable. We knew
That
Brock
doesn't
was coming. That was
matter.
predictable.
That and
We
that's
also we
that's
also
the
knew
thing.
we also knew that AJ Lee was coming because that's predictable because she and Becky Lynch are going to be added to the women's war games. Those things were predictable.
You're saying we as in it's
All of the
you're not the
IWC.
only
It's been
no,
up and
no,
down my
absolutely
timeline.
not.
It's been up and
Absolutely
down my timeline
not.
for 2 weeks.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, you're
Absolutely
bugging.
not.
You're smoking
Absolutely
the
not.
dirtiest
I need
crack
y'all to
pipe
raise y'all
ever.
standards for the
Oh.
no. Triple H does this every month. He brings back all the superstars and y'all start jumping up and down like it was a good Raw. What was the story coming out of Raw? War games? The lackluster war games? We don't get main stories leaving Raw or SmackDown anymore. All Triple H has to do is dangle a few returns from some 40-year-olds in front of y'all face and y'all start jumping up and down.
It's not in her
The
40s.
show wasn't boring, thank the Lord. For the first time in I don't know how long.
So okay,
The
so
show
how
wasn't
how
boring.
can you say that the show wasn't boring while also calling it horrible at the same time? You were entertained, were you not?
Because there's a
You
difference
were entertained,
between
were you not?
excitement. No, hear me. There's a difference between excitement and being intrigued with like an actual what is in my eye with actual storytelling.
God just threw dust in your face for sitting up here and lying on this podcast.
No, I just wish that
He said,
y'all asked for more from Monday Night Raw besides a few big pops and a title change. Because he does this once a month. Every time it's like the last 2 weeks before pay per view, he brings back Roman. He changes some random title on the show, and so it's the same thing. This is the way Triple H books shows, and he knows
who
people are
won a
going to
title before
gravitate towards it.
SummerSlam?
Oh my goodness!
I know the answer, but like, who was it?
If you know that, say it then. You know the answer.
No, who won a
No,
title
no,
before
no, no,
SummerSlam?
no, 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 no. You asked me a
Who
question, but you already knew the
won a
answer. You
title
say it.
before SummerSlam? I
You
don't have to. I
know.
don't have to say it. It's on my background.
Then say it.
I don't have
If
to.
you know already.
I'm looking at the picture right now. I'm in the photo with the person.
All right. So we all know who won. I'm
No,
not.
do you
That's
know
that's
who
not the
won?
conversation here.
And on top of
If
that,
it,
that was 2 weeks before SummerSlam. At that, it wasn't even the week before.
didn't I just say 2 weeks? Didn't I just say 1 or 2 weeks before the paper? I just said that.
He won it on the pay per view.
Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. And this is why we're never
You
going
said
to
on
get a
a
certain point with this
SmackDown.
show.
You said on a SmackDown or a Raw. He won that title on a PLE.
One instance does not excuse multiple weeks of Triple H doing the same three things to get y'all hyped for the pay-per-view. To get us hyped for WrestlePalooza. What does he do? Bring back AJ Lee. Was it predictable? Yeah. But Triple H books for the pop. So all y'all can go on social media and say, this was the greatest show in the world. When you look at everything besides, if you take every part-timer off the show, it was a regular mundane ass Monday Night Raw. If you take every part-timer and leave them at home, this is a regular Monday Night Raw. And that's why I see through all of these shows now. Because he's not booking for storyline. He's not booking for intriguement. What do we have to... Why should I watch next week? To see the same two people come back, Roman and Brock. He just... It's return farming. It's he's just big pop like farming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what he's doing.
So how else
He
were they
does these things
supposed
to
to give us
get the
last two
live crowd
people
to
for
jump.
both teams? For the men's team,
Give
actually, because
us
they
first of
still
all.
haven't told us about the women's teams, and we won't find that out until Monday, or maybe we'll find out tonight.
First of all, Roman and Brock and the story between them should not be being told in 2025 in the first place.
That's
We
not
just
what the fuck I just asked you. I said, how else, aside from a brawl, were we going to get the last two people for each for each of those men's teams?
this is the beautiful thing about the creative team. It's their job to do that. It's their job to
They
make
were
a
gonna have to
story.
return regardless, though.
Then build a story within the return. Don't just have them all fighting and then they just come out. There's no story there. I'm watching this Raw on my way to work with my chat and my Discord. There's no reason why we all reacted the exact same way to something that was supposed to be this big moment. It's never a big moment anymore. Because Triple H does the same thing. Roman Reigns returns every single month. Brock Lesnar returns every few months. Big pop, big brawl. You know how many Monday Night Raws have ended with brawls? Bars. You know how many Monday Night Raws have ended with brawls? A lot. Every time it's division. What does the show end with? Division coming out and a splash and a spear, and then they pose. See you next week. Oh, tag match at the end of the show. Then they pose. But this time it's the good guys. See you next week. Uh-oh. Now the pay-per-view's coming. Now they're all gonna punch. Oh, I see a steel chair, a kendo stick. Oh, is that what's that? A trash can lid? Uh-oh. Chaos. Can we please demand more from these $5,000 seats ass shows? Triple H does not create story for these returns. He just brings people back. Monday Night Raw was not a banger because some 40-year-olds returned. Because
So
a year from now,
we
maybe if
had
those
a
people.
conversation last week about not pointing the finger at Hunter Hertz Helmsley repeatedly. He's not the only person in the writer's room. There's 8 other people that sit at that fucking table with a goddamn pen and a clipboard.
Okay. All of the creative team.
Thank you.
Everyone who had a piece in making Monday Night Raw that fucking 40-year-old slop fest that it was last week. All of you need to do better at your jobs, but they're not going to because they know as soon as they bring a few people back, the big engagement accounts on Twitter are gonna put the 3 red alert emojis and say, "Best Monday Night Raw in years." What does that say about Raw? If that was the best one, which it wasn't, if that was the best one in years, what have we been watching for these past few years? What happened to shows? The last time a Monday Night Raw intrigued me with a story and not a brawl, and I can't remember if this was Raw or SmackDown. I
Go ahead. Just say
forgive
just say
forgive me,
just
but
say what it is and I'll tell you if it was a Raw or
when
SmackDown.
when Rock was whooping Cody's ass with the belt on the belt, okay, that was the last time. And even when
Oh,
SmackDown
right.
was,
You talking about right before 40 when it was raining outside?
yeah,
Yeah, that was a SmackDown.
and even like that was like a Monday Night Raw last ending because like only during the Bloodline stuff did we see like the peak of the Bloodline stuff did we see shows end off with like something crazy like that. It wasn't a big brawl with 5 people in the 5 people on one side and 5 people on the other. Everyone doing the whole WrestleMania 40 spot that Triple H keeps spamming, by the way, because he knows it's an easy pop. That was a story, and it was something completely we haven't seen nothing like that before. The show ended. Rock didn't stop hitting him. It looked like it was something that was removed from the regular mundane Monday Night Raw that we see every week. That's what I asked for. But if I can show you multiple different Raws that have ended with the same people that were in the ring on Monday fighting, and then the show ends with one of them posing or someone's going through a barricade and they're all punching each other, just a regular old brawl, just now with a few different people left in there, that's a problem. We've watched the same Monday Night Raw ending for months now. And just because Roman and Brock and AJ were there does not make the show good. Because if y'all can't tell me a story that came from that show besides just build for a pay-per-view that we all know is coming, then the show was bad. Because if you take every part-timer, every 35 to 40-year-old off that show, the show was normal. The biggest thing of the night is Maxine beating Becky Lynch, which wouldn't have happened if another part-timer didn't come out. One that I love very much, and I'm happy she's here. But the facts are the facts.
That's no. Whether AJ Lee came out or not, Maxine was still going to win that match. That was their third of their trilogy. That that she would have won that regardless if AJ was there or not. I feel like y'all
I
niggas be
understand.
forgetting how these like matches and things like that goes. No, but
No, no, no. I'm not forgetting nothing.
your words just now was she wouldn't have won if AJ Lee didn't come out. That's not true.
Because it was a
They were on their
distraction
third
win.
match. She was going to win it regardless.
Becky Lynch got pinned with a crossbody, Lysha.
Okay.
Okay. Becky Lynch, one of the greatest of all time, and as much
Becky
as
finally
we both
decided
dislike
to
her.
start fucking selling in their third goddamn match.
No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If Maxine Dupree did that caterpillar elbow drop she did and beat Becky Lynch straight up, I think it would have looked better. I think it would have looked better. But no, they had AJ Lee come out and they do that stupid thing where they hear an entrance song and the wrestler stops what they're doing and looks at the entrance song instead of continuing the match. Becky Lynch,
Becky
looks
already
like a dickhead.
No, Becky was already not even looking at Maxine to begin with while Maxine was setting it up because she was taking the turnbuckle off off the ring. She was already in the middle
Actually,
of
did she
doing
not
that.
make that? Did she not make the surprise face like she never
She
saw AJ
stopped what
before in
she
her
was
life?
doing, and then AJ comes
Why?
through.
Why? AJ was not a threat. She tell me she couldn't have ran over to Maxine and give her another manhandle slam and pin her right there. She's done it before. AJ Lee comes out, she stops what she's doing, gets the camera angle so everyone can see her go. Maxine
Stop doing that.
slowly, by the way, climbs up the turnbuckle, waits for Becky to turn around, get in position. A regular crossbody just pinned Becky Lynch. I'm happy Maxine's champion. I don't have no problem with Maxine being. I despise Becky Lynch, and when she lost, I jumped up like, yay! I love when Becky Lynch loses. That's my favorite song. But let's just, I don't know, reimagine that match without AJ Lee coming out.
I just did. I told you.
Okay, the moment gets demoted a little bit. And like I said, when Triple H wants to build intriguing lack for a better word, but story for these pay-per-views, 1 or 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, he changes a random title on the show, which is just happened to be Becky's title this time around. He just did it with Chelsea and Julia on SmackDown for no reason, by the way.
No.
He does this all the time.
Nobody wanted Julia to be champion to begin with. It was time for her to get that
That's
shit
not true.
off her.
That's not true.
Man,
That's
you're
simply not true.
bullshitting.
That's not true.
You wanted
That's not true.
you
That's
wanted
not
her
true.
to be the fucking
That's not
U.S.
true.
championship.
Yeah, before Triple H committed creative malpractice on her like he does everyone else. Why are we forgetting these things? What happened? Are we not watching the same show anymore? Are we not watching the same show anymore?
Out of here. She won that title and had 2 defenses. That's no, absolutely.
And why is that?
Absolutely.
Does that have anything to do with Julia's character and or her wrestling ability?
She ain't got no character no more. She had more character in NXT than she has on the main roster.
And why is that? The person booking her committed creative malpractice like he's doing for multiple different superstars. Julia had to follow rules. That's why I told when she was paired up with Kiana James and people tried to tell me that was going to work. What did that do for Kiana James? Not a damn thing. No one cares about Kiana James. And nobody cares.
I care about
you care. That's the thing. You do. You.
Black Queen.
But when she comes out and that crowd goes,
they do that for Julia too. Julia has had a pop of months.
Because she's been being booked into the ground for months. Kiana just gets no pop for no reason.
She shouldn't be on SmackDown. She should be on Raw.
And what would that have done for her? It's the same person booking the show.
It's not. I just told you that Road Dogg is the lead creator for fucking SmackDown. I just said that 3 times. That's what I was saying.
Yo.
When Maxine and Julia were teaming up, that is the loudest we heard any crowd. Did I say Maxine or Roxanne? Roxanne. That was the loudest we heard the main roster for Julia. After that was over and Roxanne turned on her, it's been complete silence every time she's come out.
Why?
There's no interest in her.
Why?
She's not on TV.
Why?
Why? She's had a fucking title and sat on her ass with
All
it
of
for
the things
100
that you
days.
just said, yes, because
But these
Triple
people
H
also
refused to
these
write a
these people
story
also
for
have
her.
these people also pitch their own fucking story. So if you're not out there fucking talking either, nigga, it's your fault too.
No,
You're still saying, and
I
you're
don't
still
know. I
saying
don't
Triple
know
H, and I
where
don't
this
understand.
narrative
I
came
don't understand why you still. We just had this conversation. You still saying Triple H, Triple H, Triple H, Triple
because
H, Triple H, Triple H, Triple H.
because he's the last name that I see on the show when it says executive produced by Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting. Every time he does a press conference at a podcast or a sports show, he's telling me that he's the one doing it. Always at the forefront, and he wants to be the leader of this company in a way where he doesn't need to be, because he's always in the forefront of things that he doesn't need to be in the forefront of. So yeah, like I told y'all last week, I'm most likely gonna blame him. He's the first voice that I hear when the show starts, and the last name that I see when the show's about to go off. If a random person came on to person someone who hasn't watched in 25 years, they watch a full SmackDown show, and the last name they see is Paul Levesque. They're like, oh shit, Triple H. Okay, I'm gonna assume everything done tonight was him, because that's the name that we see on the screen. That's why it shouldn't have. It wasn't like that back in the day. This is a wrestling show, not a Marvel movie. But Triple H forgets that because he wants to be the Marvel mix of Dana White and stuff. That's what he wants to be. So if he wants to be that, I'm gonna treat him as such. If he wants to be treated as the commissioner of the league and the in the forefront of everything, Papa H, as people call him, I'm gonna treat him that way. The reason why Julia was getting no pop is because Triple H didn't book her in a way that would get her a pop. And teaming up dead dead reaction Kiana James didn't do anything for the both of them. And that's the problem. This is the problem with SmackDown and Raw now. He does the same things every single week. And when we get to that last 1 to 2, maybe 3 week stretch before the pay per view, Roman Reigns comes back. And people start telling me that this is the greatest Raw of all time. It was not. Because if anyone can tell me what was so great about this Raw besides us just learning people who are going to be in a War Games match, they can't do that because it's not there. And that's the problem. We have to start demanding more from these shows because they're demanding more from our wallets. They're demanding more from every single facet of what can be used as financial gain for this company. They're asking for more from us. So yes, I think I'm able to ask for more for these shows. And again, if only thing you have to do is tell me a freaking story. That's all you had to do, Triple H. And you've been lacking on that 4 weeks. A few returns, some part timers coming back, and the IC championship changing is not gonna get past me. It's just not going to. I'm not gonna accept that as good Monday Night Raw or good Friday Night SmackDown. It's not. It's been a long time since we got a good Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I don't know why I don't know why the tides have changed again. Why we're letting these things go by the wayside now. But it's severely affecting the quality of these shows. But now Triple H goes on Twitter and he thinks he did a good job when in fact he did nothing because he has no creative bones in his fucking body. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger, and I shouldn't be the messenger because y'all all watch the show with me.
You done?
Yeah,
Okay. So next Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, is the Wrasslin Room's 2-year anniversary.
is it
Um,
really?
yeah,
Damn.
right. So, with that being said, I want you guys to go ahead and give us some crowd participation. You guys can send us emails to Wrasslin Room podcast@gmail.com, giving us some words of encouragement or asking any questions. You can also leave them in the comments on Spotify and on YouTube. We will gladly read them on the show, respond, and
Ooh,
do the things.
what's it called? New mail room. What's they used to call it? Oh my god. Oh god. It's the name of the TLC album. Fan mail.
Fan mail?
Yeah. Yeah. You ever watch the old YouTubers that were like before they used to call it Q&As? They would call it like fan something, and then it would be like written stuff, and they would like react to it on the video. Before they were calling it Q&As and whatever the fuck they call it now.
Well,
But that's cool.
we love to hear from you guys. Um, Thank you for supporting us over the last 2 years. Thank you for welcoming this bobblehead Negro for the last year and a half. Well, yeah, year and a half. Um, for those of you know how this show fucking started, there was a bunch of chaos in a Discord that just happened to be recorded. I actually have an unreleased episode. I believe it's the 2024 Rumble that I never put
Oh.
out because the person that recorded it kept the audio from the pay-per-view in it instead of muting that portion and just having everybody else's voices come in. So,
Mm,
do have an unreleased episode from like a year ago. Um,
that's real.
if I can put it behind a paywall, I will. Um, let's see. Full Gear is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me start touching things and figure out the stuff. Um, God bless. Um, let's see. All Elite Wrestling.com. I spelled com wrong. Have you seen what the matches have been that's being posted for TNA?
Oh, I did see the Hardys versus Tyreek and Tyson, which I'm watching that hard. I fuck
Mike
with that.
Santana versus Charlie Dempsey. Also, why isn't Mike getting his rematch against Kazarian? Why is he fighting Charlie Dempsey? What are we doing?
I think Triple H is booking TNA too, because good God,
Fucking sucks. Sick
no,
of this
that's
shit. Sick
Carlos
of
with TNA.
these
Just
niggas. I want to pause the
did
recording real quick. Hold on before you say. Oh, never mind. I can't do it. What happened?
did you watch the Ariel Hawani and Tony Khan interview?
I have not touched that. But y'all stop asking him about Andrade. He's not going to give you a straightforward answer. He's just going to tell you how much he loves him.
He said great about 118 times. Niggas counted. That guy that's a funny guy right there.
Check his cup from now on, please, as well. If it's a little foggy, take it from him. Also, we were also denied media passes for Full Gear as well, too. Thanks, Laf. Why is he not moving? What is happening? Why is he just smiling? I'm scared. Frightened.
That is a funny guy. A lot
Oh,
of the
you're back.
as like a separate entity. I think, huh? I was talking this whole time. What happened?
Oh, my end, you weren't.
I thought I didn't know if you stopped talking or if you froze because you definitely were not
I
moving
definitely
on my
just texted
screen.
you and said, you're frozen. I text you that. it looks like I am too. Um,
Damn.
uh, everything's frozen now. That's great. OBS is locked in. I look crazy on screen right now. I can't even see myself. Life's great over
Oh
here, you
shit.
know. Oh, there we go. Hey.
Hey.
Now, what were you saying?
What's I talking about? Oh yeah, Tony Khan. I appreciate his positive outlook on wrestling because
He should appreciate his positive outlook on giving us free tickets to shows that are close to us. They sent that email and said, "Yeah,
hey,
nah, no full gear for you."
well, see if I say what I want to say, we ain't gonna get no tickets. God, I don't want to publicly say what I personally feel, but I just I'll say it like this: Dynasty was a very hard sit down for me.
He slept through it. That's all he has. He's trying to say.
I was just getting off of work that day. I didn't get any rest, and however long that show was, a
Hostage
big show
situation
like
is what he's
that.
saying.
Just we don't need 13 matches. If AEW could just cut their card in half, 6, 7 matches at the most, 7. Keep it right there. We're good. We're good. Put all the other matches on Collision or on Dynamite. Do that, but we don't need to see 14, 15 matches
Thank you for saying that. Why the fuck is there a traditional war Survivor Series tag match happening tonight instead of next week? Or is it next week before the night before? One of the two is not happening on the show.
because Triple H and the creative team don't know how to book Raw and SmackDown. That's the problem we've been having. As we just got done talking about. That's just another example. He does that too. He'll put on the match that should be on the pay per view. He'll put that on the go home show, as if that makes any sense. But if the match is like somewhat great tonight, people are gonna say, "Oh, SmackDown was crazy." Meanwhile, it was just the Wyatts versus the MFTs, bro. That's all it was. I mean, it was the Wyatt. I don't even know. I don't even know who's fighting. It's like the Wyatts and the Guns and Shinsuke.
Versus the MFTs.
Yeah, that's a team. That is it. The Motor City Wyatts, Nakamura. I I don't know. I don't get it. But um, only reason I watched SmackDown anyway tonight because Melo and Bronson. But yeah, the only match I know that's on Full Gear is Mercedes and Chris, which is by far the only match I care about. Um, unless Hangman's defending against someone, which I assume he is. Oh, he's rematch against Joe. Forgot about that. That should be good. So I care about 2 matches. But Mercedes might be at. I think she's at championship 14 now. 13, 13 or 14. I think whichever one. She's at 13 or 14 right now. Will she beat Chris? I I don't know. I think it's like a 50-50 shot at the moment. It ain't looking likely. You could start her downward spiral right now, but I don't know if they're going to. I think they're going to try to let her get to 20 now, which is going to be an insane visual, but um I don't know. I don't know. But those are the only 2 matches I know on the card. I don't, everything else I don't really care about.
You
Um
know, Dynamite on 34th Street might see me.
what is that? What do you mean? What is that? The Christmas episode?
Saturday, December 20th. You might see me. And
Where's it at?
they're having Christmas Collision on the 21st. That is a Sunday. New York City, Manhattan.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Boom, boom,
a Dynamite may be a lot better of a watch, but that pay per view thing, that's not for the weak. And I was weak that day. I'm weak today. I can't. That shit is too damn long. For real, for real.
Go to bed.
No one.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a stripper named Bubbles. Um, so
Bubbles.
see how intrigued you got? See, I knew it was a bitch over there. Anyway,
I will elbow drop this bed right now
you can do that
and
all
show
you
you that.
want, but that's not
That
gonna
would show
happen.
you there's no one in the bed. I'm not gonna just elbow drop somebody.
Trying to find the card. Fucking website keeps taking me to goddamn Ticketmaster. There we go. Mark Briscoe, stop harassing Kyle Fletcher, please. Like, I'm begging you, stop harassing him. Getting freaky at this point. I don't like it. Anyway, bro, page scroll, please. Bucks doing? Why do they? Did they go like on vacation again?
That permanent vacation, their retirement, that would be nice.
Oh, okay, I didn't say all of that. Kenny
I
Omega and
did.
Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks and that guy that scares the dog shit out of me. We can just like not have Josh Alexander do anything and life would be great. What the fuck is Kyle O'Reilly and Mox doing? You know what? Actually, I don't care. Um,
That might be kind of good actually. I
he
think that might
tried
be
to
kind of
break
fire.
Mox's ankle the other day.
That was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome.
Darby Allin
And the
versus
end of that
Pac.
blood and guts match was crazy. Pack.
He lit him on fire. Like I don't, why do they have the first two spots if they're in a tag team together? Are they gonna have to fight each other if they're both coming in one and two?
Wait, what do you mean?
Bob and Benjamin.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they got going on with that. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know.
So are they okay? So what when is the tournament for the women's tag team over? Is it gonna be on Saturday? Oh, it's the
Probably.
semifinals. That's the semifinals. It's a
Oh,
four-way. I don't know. Megan Bain and Marina Shafir should not tag team. But what do I know?
attacked.
Hmm?
Damn. I didn't know they were in the tag team.
It's weird because don't she have her own? Doesn't Megan have her own person? That girl that's always walking behind her that I ain't never seen punch nobody in the face. Like
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I keep
Hook
forgetting Megan
Hook
Bain's
has a
there.
match on the fucking pre-show.
That's good.
He's teaming up with Eddie Kingston. Yo, stop putting FTR on my screen, please. I'm begging y'all to like let bald and balding go, please. Like that would be great for my life. I'd appreciate that. So why Mike Santana isn't fighting Kazarian for his rematch for his title?
I don't think there's a logical reason. I think he's just not doing it.
Charlie Dempsey doesn't do anything but be Regal's son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't understand it either. Their decisions on matches confuse me to no end.
I was gonna ask a dumbass question, but Dark State has the titles. I was gonna say who the fuck has the NXT tag team titles, but it is
Hmm.
indeed Dion and Osiris.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Dark State hot, which I appreciate, even though I feel they've made some missteps on the way, but they're not the worst thing in the world. Could be a lot better though, but let it rock for right now. I think it's very hard to build those kind of stables because they get the retribution tag put on them, and it's like now you have to like show that you're more than just a group of guys beating people up wearing all black because we've done that over and over and over again. I don't think they're doing a very good job of like showing how different Dark State are from the stables we've seen in the past. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think they could be doing better.
Can we talk about Javon Evans and how he gave Gunther the fucking works before they made him tap out?
It was a great match.
Did you see it
I don't
during
know. I
commercial?
think it was a squash.
Did you see what happened during commercial?
Mm.
Gunther looked terrified. Like, I can't beat this kid. He's too fast. He's doing way too much. Like, I was looking at Gunther's eyes every time they did a close up. He didn't know what the fuck to do with Javon. And on top of that, they were only showing the chops on commercial. Niggas didn't get to see the chops on like a live feed. Because Javon was giving it to him too. Had a chop off. But I do want to give him his flowers. He did amazing on Monday. Again, they trust him. They put him in the ring with Randy Orton at one point. They put him in the ring with Gunther. They put him in the ring with Sami Zayn. Like he's trusted. They have their eyes on him and they're giving him these opportunities. Now, why the fuck they put him with Gunther was crazy. But I'm glad it wasn't a squash match and that they both gave each other a run for their money. But he was putting him through the ringer, and I 100% respect that. And I'm glad that Madison Square Garden got a great match out of Javon, and that was his debut in Madison Square Garden too. So that was amazing. As an wrestle auntie, I appreciated every portion of that match, and as a Gunther hater, go nephew. Yeah.
Well, my ring general always fails. I mean, always. Um, he never fails to disappoint me. Did I say it right? He never fails to disappoint me. He never disappoints me. I feel like I said that term wrong. Gunther's a real nigga. I'll just say that. Um, he never. He always finds a new way to show that he does have a character. He does know how to do more than just slam, powerbomb, chop the way people try to put him in a box. And just the way that you described, even with his facial expressions, he shows you things that he didn't have to verbally say, which is another aspect of how good a wrestler is.
His eyes said, "Nigga,
Um,
I'm tired. Hurry up."
yeah, and that's something that it's I feel like it's very much lost in this current era of wrestling. But Gunther is doing that job. That's why I get so confused when people say that he doesn't have a character when it's very obvious that he does if you watch and pay attention. But um, I think we all knew Javon was going to lose. It's very much looking like Gunther's going to be the one to retire John Cena, or at least fight John Cena at the end of the show or end of the retirement tour. Um, I just don't know. I don't know what that's going to do for Gunther, like winning the IC championship again, assuming that he beats Dom in Survivor Series, which I don't know if he will or not, and I'm still kind of iffy on that. But either way, I don't know if that's the right move to go. I'm still, if it's up to me, I'm still giving that to Carmelo Hayes. But it's like the door is very much open for Gunther to do it just because he already retired Goldberg, so they go, oh, he
Who's
retired
against tonight?
Bronson Reed.
I'll find him.
I would hope so, but I can't imagine it in my head right now. So it's very much of I'm very worried to say the least. But You never know. You never know. Well,
See
you
off
do
the
know,
roof,
but
nothing but net. Um, choke him with like a t-shirt or something, make him tap out.
I think if he does lose, it's going to be um, because someone came out from the War Games team and made sure of it. Which, I mean, at this point, a win is a win. You know, would I like that?
Well, they
No.
made that Melo's face again, so
That's also a misstep, but we'll deal with that at a later date. But either way, um, as long as Carmelo Hayes wins the match, I won't have much to be angry about. I just don't know if he's going to, and that's what I think is the most worrisome part about it. Um, but again, the final at this point, seeing that Sheamus is out of it, the final really should be Melo versus Gunther. That should be the final. And if you want to put Gunther over, which again I really want to do, but if you want to do that, go for it, I guess. But I think Melo and Gunther should be that final, and I think that's how you get to either way, you're fine. Even though I don't prefer Gunther retiring Cena, you're not in the worst position. Melo retiring Cena in a perfect world will be my move, but you know, if you're asking Triple H who he likes more, it doesn't look very good for Mr. Hayes. So
oh, question. Are you
mm,
coming with me to Vegas to see Stephanie get inducted and leaving the next day?
I really don't think I want to.
That's
Cause
fine
I
then.
mean,
I'll go by myself. Just like you're not coming with me to Elimination Chamber.
I'm definitely not going to Chicago. That's tough.
The hotel's already booked.
I'm happy for you. I promise you. I no.
The flight will
I'm
be
I'm
purchased very soon too.
I'm pay per viewed out with this company. It's like seeing this last show, and then I can't. I these pay per views are not doing much for me. I can't do it no more. I just until they get their shit together. That shit ain't worth the money.
Um, we're gonna be cutting this short this week. There's not really much to talk about. Everyone, if you haven't already, yeah, pick that up. Um, watch Braun Strowman's cooking show because honestly, truthfully, it is a lot more entertaining than Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown is also going back to being 3 hours in January, which the fucking show needs. It could do the 2.5 hour thing like SmackDown, like Raw does, but 3 hours is needed because commercials and it's not on Netflix. So to help stories and things like that and progress what the fuck be going on SmackDown, um, I do think that it's necessary. With that being said, I'm gonna probably start putting my tree up. It's gonna go right here between me and Dom, me and Jade, and I have um things that are gonna go on the tree. One being
The WWE Championship.
this is the World Heavyweight Championship, and then I'm gonna be making my own ornaments very very soon. But what the fuck was that face? I didn't like it. Don't do it again. Um,
You gave me a face. I gave you a face back.
hi. But yep.
I'm high. I don't partake in those activities. You know that.
Um, I'll be live on Twitch tonight for Friday Night SmackDown. Lafayette will be also be live for Friday Night SmackDown, and
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe.
this
No, I'm
episode is
censoring.
literally going out. I have no edits to do. Going out right now. It's 5:16. This episode will be out by 6:30.
All right. All right.
So with that being said, you know what to do, sir.
Triple H, make your shows better.
That's not how you
Stop
end the
making them
show.
so goddamn long. But to everyone else, thank y'all for watching. Leave all positive feedback, like, comment, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, share with your family. When you go at Thanksgiving and your family asks you, what you've been doing with your life. Tell them you've been watching the show. Tell them about how bad Triple H is, and if they need any kind of synopsis on what's been going on in the company, lead them here. Get that real conversation, unbiased. None of us are getting paid by the company, so we won't give you the real uh, conversation. Whether it's debate or if we're all in agreement on something, no matter what, it's always great conversation here. Yeah. I think I meant to say something else. Oh, in 2K, I see what y'all trying to do to y'all trying to do that slow roll for 2K26. Don't start. But don't start. Don't start. Cause y'all gonna piss me off again. You haven't made a good game in I don't know how long. I see what y'all doing. I keep seeing Xavier and Tyler Breeze looking at pictures, posing at me. Don't
Okay,
start.
first of all, so niggas can't film for GM mode now. They can't get
Fuck GM
updated
mode.
renders for GM mode. Fuck
Fuck
you.
GM mode. No, fuck GM mode. Not fuck me. Fuck GM mode. And fuck 2K. And that's real. I'm finished. Y'all be good, man. See y'all next time.